Hi, this is Dr. Mary Gillam. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you today about women in STEM. And I really just wanted to reflect on my background, especially as we celebrate women this month. And, when I think about the fact that I was in the military and I went into the military with a background in chemistry. I had a bachelor's of science degree in chemistry, and I was commissioned into a career field that was called at that time communications electronics. It was, I guess, the equivalent to your telecommunications and information systems career field in the civilian sector. And I look back on all of the experiences that I had learning different systems, learning how to lead at that particular time, and knowing that a lot of my team was predominantly male, but it was getting in there and not allowing what people may have thought to become a setback, but let it be a setup for something even greater. And as I progressed through my career field, one of the things that I committed to, and that was to continue to learn. And although my undergraduate degree was in chemistry, and I was primarily working in the telecommunications and information systems career field, which also included information security or cybersecurity today. What I found that really worked for me was to continue to go to school at night, earning a master's in management, information systems, and then going on and getting my doctorate in management information systems as well. But even in my undergraduate studies there at North Carolina A&T State University, we did take programming classes as part of the curriculum. And so I didn't feel uncomfortable being in the telecom IT career field, because as I went back to school later, getting my master's and doctorate, I just flowed as far as I was concerned. And then on top of that, I found myself constantly getting tech books. I was just attracted to that, and I would get sometimes a tech course books, and I would just go through the book myself, even after I had gotten out of school. And that really helped me on the job, because a lot of times I was able to apply exactly what I had learned on the job, and that gave me a lot more credibility in terms of being able to lead effectively, because I firmly believe that you need to know your craft. You need to understand whatever it is, the field of study that you're working in. And then that was on top of understanding the military as a profession. And, a lot of times, we were able to go to schools and those kind of things, and that was part of how the military prepared you, and so forth. And so I really believe in just really giving everything that I had to learn, so that I could be the best officer that I could be. And even through the difficult times, being the person who would, volunteer to do things and raise my hand, because I said, when I took the oath to join the military, it wasn't that I would sit back and just allow everybody else to do stuff, but no, I wanted to get out there and set the bar, lead from the front, if you will. And so in terms of being in the Air Force and then the career field that I was in, I knew that I had to really work hard and push forth and so forth. And the Air Force on many occasions rewarded me for that, and just stepping out and saying, okay, I will do this. And I had the privilege of actually serving in with different branches of the military, even before, going purple was the thing to do. I had joint assignments, if you will, and that's working with the different branches of the military very early in my career. And, I was in Korea as a young lieutenant, and, that is early in your career, actually on an Army post. But I learned a lot, and it benefited me very, very well And that was a job that I volunteered to go and do because I didn't join the military to just stay in the United States. And so I had a chance to travel extensively throughout my military career and go in places that I wanted to go to, and then sometimes going to places that no, I didn't want to go and nobody else. But it was you sign up to do the job and you do it to the best of your ability. And I learned a lot of things that helped me as I transitioned out of the military, and I was able to not only go and work as a consultant with Booz Allen Hamilton, but I was also able to go back into the Department of Defense and serve in the senior executive service. But a lot of the skills that they were looking for to become an SES, by being in the military, a lot of those things they prepared you. I mean, learning, you led people, you led change, you developed business acumen, especially when you were serving at the senior levels, and you learn how to build coalitions. I did a lot of work in Africa and working with the various countries that I worked with, building coalitions and so forth. And not only that, working inside the United States, especially with other military organizations, learning how to work together. When I worked the halls of the Pentagon, working on the E-ring, if you will, and learning how to work with all the other military assistants that were there, that were supporting their principles, as well as I was supporting mine, because you had to build coalitions even in that area so that you could work together and everybody could support the Secretary of Defense, because I spent a lot of time on the staff of the Secretary of Defense. And so the things that I learned along the way in terms of my military career really enabled me to now be a CEO. I started a couple of businesses and learned some things along the way. And even today, as I am in the business that I lead today, which is Premier Strategic Solutions, there are things that, I will forever be grateful for having learned throughout my military career. And so, again, this is Dr. Mary Gillam. I'm very proud to have served in our United States Air Force. Thank you.